How you doing again? My name is Master Miguel Lopez, and earlier on the other two tapes we were talking about shifting weight and balance, so we're going to continue that a little bit, okay? What I want to talk about is how to find the center of your body, okay? And usually how you find the center of your body is you take your two thumbs, stick them in your belly button, put your hands down, and then cough. By coughing, you should feel your lower diaphragm kind of push out a little bit, okay? We call that your center. And the Chinese would call that's where your qi comes from the center of your body, okay? In order to find that center, you find it on your own. It's usually about 2 or 3 inches below your belly button. Nicholas, do me a favor, get in a horse there real quick. Okay, so his center, his belly button's right here. His center would be right about where his knot is. Now, if his weight is right over his horse in the center of his 2 legs, if I were to take a pole and put it through his body and into his head, it would go from his head right through the center of his body, which is down here, okay? Now, if his head was actually a bowling ball resting on top of the stick, in order to keep it balanced, his head must stay right over his center in a straight line, okay? Turn sideways now. Now, if he's in a straight line and his head is right over, right over into his head, it's in a straight line, okay? As soon as he tilts his head forward, we talked about this before, now his line has changed, going through the center of his body. So now he is off balance, okay? Because his head is now pulling forward. Now if I had a bowling ball on the top of the stick and I lean it forward, now I have to run with it because it's making me off balance, okay? So what we want to do when we get into a full horse is we want to keep our center line straight over our hips, okay? This is really, really important to understand this. Okay, come on over here. Right here. Okay. I want you to step out and throw a straight punch to me. Okay. Now, if he has balance and his center line is going right through his center and into his head, he has his balance even though he is extending away from his center. Okay? If there's balance there, I weigh about 245. Okay? Keep your balance wheel, and I want you to sit a little bit, squat, yes. Now what he just did is he lowered his center even more so he has more stability. If I try to push on him, he can actually hold my weight. If I pull out back, he can actually hold my weight. But what I want you to do now, Nicholas, is take your head and come forward just about an inch, okay? As soon as he came forward about an inch, I just broke it. I broke his posture, okay? So it is real important when I throw a straight punch, I want to keep my back straight line. If I start leaning forward a little bit, now I can be compromised by him grabbing and pulling me off center, okay? If I throw a punch and he's too far out and I want to hit him, I don't lean from the lower back here forward to hit him because it just compromised my center. If I want to hit him, what I do is I bend my knee into a deeper horse. Now I can actually keep my back straight and still hit my target by extending my horse, but my back stays straight. If I do this to hit him, I can be compromised, okay? Again, throw a punch? Okay. Once he's here, if I'm trying to pull him off center, so go very slow, throw a straight punch. If I'm trying to pull him off center and he has balance, he's kind of still hard to move even though, because he kept the center of his head over his center of his body, okay? If he leans forward and I pull, he is very easy to move because now he is already compromised and I'm just joining his line, okay? So, step out again. Now, I'm sorry, relax a little bit. Also, what I want to bring up for is when you look at our solar system, the sun is the center of our solar system. All the planets going around it, the sun has gravitational pull, which keeps the planets in line. Okay? It's universal truth. If you look at a man's body, the center of his solar system is the center of his body. And all the limbs, his arms, his legs, his feet, his hands, are basically those planets going around. The closer I am to my center, the stronger I become because the more gravitational pull I have. Okay? Throw a straight punch. He's throwing a straight punch. How far of a line is it from here to his center? Okay? It's actually pretty far, okay? Because you're extending away from your center. If I'm out here and you want to hit me and I lean back, if you still want to hit me and I lean back again, each time he's extending away from his center. That is a perfect time for me to attack that line, okay? Step out now. If I'm here and I block his center, look where his hand is. It's directly over my center. So if I blocked him and I'm way out here to block him, now we're kind of even because I am so far from my center and so is he. So now basically the stronger man's going to win, okay? Keep your arm strong, Miguel, don't let me move it. How far his hand is away from the center, don't let me move it. I can basically do what I want with his hand because it is so far away. If he takes that hand and makes it half the distance of that line, and I try to move it, he's a little bit tougher to move, okay? If I take it even closer and I try to move him, he's a strong hand, I'm not gonna move that, okay? So to take advantage of a man that's this close inside and try to move him is pretty hard to do. But as soon as he extends away from the center, as soon as I turn my drum, get out of the way of the line of the punch, shift my weight a little bit, and then continue his line to make him extend even more from the center, now he is completely off balance. I can do whatever I want with this man, okay? So as he throws and I'm out of the way and I extend his line from here, I can drop him, I can do whatever I want. Throw your punch, stop, be strong. From here, if I step in and try to do the exact same thing, it's just not going to happen because he has balance. He has his center line centered, okay? As soon as he extends from here, I'm at whatever, you all right?
Yeah.
Now, are you doing that for me? No. Well, what's happening is I am joining his line and extending his center away from his sun, his solar system, the center of his body. The more I do that, the more powerful I become. Now, if he throws and I extend it, but I extend it this way, am I extending it away from mine? Yeah, I am. So now, from here, we're basically both equal at this point in space, okay, because I put it away from mine. So from here, I better do something else quick, right? If he throws and I extend to my center and actually continue the line a little bit, I am so strong, I can do whatever I want to drop him now, right now, okay? Because my strength, and I become stronger at my center, okay? So the more I can make him leave his center and into my center, the stronger I become, okay? If you understand this concept, now you can apply it to your workouts. It makes it so much easier to move a man. I don't care how big he is. If you watch Jerry, my master, and also even Jimmy on some of the tapes there, when they throw a punch, he's moving these guys, but he's not pushing them away. He's literally bringing them right to his center and just moving like nothing through these guys because he understands those concepts. Sun Tzu, and what I love about Sun Tzu has all these different concepts in there, and it'll take a lifetime to learn them all. If you're taking judo, aikido, jiu-jitsu, karate, any martial art you want, if you're learning how to fight, you're learning Sun Tzu, because that's what Sun Tzu means, art of war. If I'm learning to attack somebody or protect myself, I'm learning Sun Tzu. So when people ask you and say, well, what style do you do? Well, Sun Tzu encompasses all of it, and it's going to take a lifetime to learn it, okay? All these concepts, all these things can just build on each other. And once you start to understand these concepts, there are different branches of the tree you can add to your tree trunk, which is Sun Tzu, okay? And one thing that there's always a bigger fish, okay? So if he's throwing a punch and I'm just kind of moving him and doing what, I don't know how big of a fish this man is. So if I get in a fight, I want to get in and end it now. I don't want to play with this man because I don't know how big of a fish he is. He's a big kid. I don't know if he's got a gun, a knife. So if I choose to fight, I want to get in and out and end it by using some of these concepts and taking our basics of horses, twist, drop, balance, putting them all together to end the fight on the first blow. If I don't end it on the first, I must do it the second. If I don't do the second, it better be the third, or I might get hurt, okay? So if you understand this concept, it's just another concept. But if you start to understand these concepts, when you go into your workouts, and when you go into doing your basic movement and some of the lessons, now you understand why you can move the man when you turn, when you drop, when you bring the center. And you start to understand this is going to make you a lot better practitioner. Okay? All right, thank you very much.